Seti. Can you all please mute yourselves? Thank you. Madam Zoom, President, Ho Chi Minh City Association of Women Entrepreneurs and Executives, Harvey. Madam Ha, Vice President and General Secretary of Harvey. And Madam Lian, Vice President for Foreign Affairs and Communication of Harvey. President Janavi Pukon, FLO's 37th National President. Presidium, past presidents of FLO, GB members and members from FLO, Harvey, and others who have joined us today. A very warm welcome to our third webinar in the Women of Seven Regions or W7 series. Vietnam has many advantages for trade and business. It has emerged as a clear leader in low-cost manufacturing and sourcing, with the country's manufacturing sector accounting for 25% of its GDP. Vietnamese workers are inexpensive, young, and increasingly highly skilled. Another driving force behind Vietnam's growing popularity is the country's collection of free trade agreements. In 2019 and 20, 5 key items imported into India from Vietnam included mobile phones, which I have, it says made in Vietnam, and components, machinery, computers, and electronic hardware, natural rubber, chemicals, and coffee. Key items exported from India to Vietnam were meat and fishery products, corn, steel, pharmaceuticals, cotton, and machinery, which many of our FLO members are engaged and involved in. The bilateral trade between India and Vietnam has increased over the last few years. Apart from the strong bilateral and economic ties, India and Vietnam share many cultural traditions, from ancestor worship to worshipping the goddess of wealth, animist beliefs, and observing and celebrating the Lunar New Year. Today's consultation is the first among a series of consultations and roundtables, B2Bs and exchanges with our Vietnamese partners. We would like to see this forum vibrant with ideas and of mutual cooperation and trade. We have with us His Excellency Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, Consul General of India in Ho Chi Minh City. Thank you, sir, for all the support in coordinating with Harvey. Special thanks to Madam Thuet and Than from your office. Thank you very much for all the hard work you've put in. Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi joined Indian Foreign Service in 2006. From September 2008 to September 2010, he worked as a language trainee in the Embassy of India in Yangon, also holding the full responsibility of the Culture and Information Wing of the Indian Embassy. From September 2010 to February 2014, he was a Consul General in Consulate General of India, Mandalay in Myanmar. From March 2014 to August 2017, he handled the responsibility as political and commercial officer in the Embassy of India in Rome, and also represented India in Food and Agriculture Organization, International Fund for Agricultural Development, and World Food Programme. From August 2017 to April 2019, Dr. Sethi handled works related to ASEAN in the Ministry of External Affairs. From May 2019 to May 2020, he discharged the charge of Director, Central Europe Division. May I now request His Excellency Dr. Sethi to give his inaugural address.
That we should be sharing the screen, please.
Yeah. It's okay now. So, good afternoon to all of you, all the participants. And it's quite wonderful to see today this event happening after long talks between Howie and Flo for the last 2 to 3 months. And but today I think it got fructified. I think now some 30 to 40 female entrepreneurs from both sides have now come forward to discuss with each other to explore opportunities in doing business with each other. Frankly, it is a very, very positive sign for all of us. And I compliment Howie and Flo for taking this initiative and for taking this first initiative. And I'm sure more initiatives will come by. So as Ms. Daritri told, actually, Vietnam, frankly, is going to become a miracle country, a country which can be considered as the second manufacturing hub of the world, actually. in my last 3 months of experience, I've never seen such a vibrancy in other countries wherever I visited. I must have visited more than 21, 22 countries, but this country is full of aspiration, full of dreams. The young people are always on aspirational mode, and the government and the community, they want more and more development of the society, of the country itself. So in the last 20 years, this country is maintaining a very high growth rate of 6 to 7%. And even if during this COVID crisis, it's perhaps the only country apart from New Zealand and Taiwan who contain the crisis to the minimum level actually. The whole country is now open. The government interaction, the public and private interactions all are open. All the industries are back into their manufacturing point also. So there are lots of opportunities. What I saw in my last 3 months, although we have very good trade relationship of 13 billion, but again there is an expectation from both of our Prime Minister that it should increase up to 15 billion. It was expected by this year, but I think unfortunately we could not achieve that. But now we are planning to keep another target of 20 billion by 2025. Yes, it is possible. We can achieve that because most of the industries of Vietnam have complementarity with India. Vietnam also buys or imports lots of input materials in some specific sectors like plastics, in food sector from India, in machinery sector also, and it also exports lots of products to India also, semi-finished and finished products. So there are opportunities. What I personally believe, not only in basic sector like agriculture, seafood, agro-food processing, but in other sectors like pharmaceuticals, textiles, and iron and steel, and rubber and plastic products, and even in infrastructures, which this country is seeing in a big way. Lots of developmental projects are being undertaken, and Ho Chi Minh City, which is the heart of literally Vietnam and the main driving force for whole Vietnam's economy, is attracting a lot of investment from different parts of the world actually. And as Madam Dharati told that the young population, more than 50% of the population are below 25 years of age, and high-skilled labor force, and the work ethics has made Vietnam a very important attractive destination for investment by foreign countries. From Indian side, we have not got so much investment here. Our investment, as per different records, is almost 1.7 to 1.8 billion if we account for our investment through Singapore and Hong Kong. But again, I must tell you, India is considered as one of the trusted friend of Vietnam, and India has stood for Vietnam in times of need, and India will also stand for it in its growth and progress. So my personal feeling is that this is a clear-cut start, and I'm sure we'll see more and more interaction between our entrepreneurs from both sides, and I'm sure the next B2B meeting will have more and more representatives from both sides. We'll have more structured discussion, and wherever both sides, Hawaii or Flo, wants our help from any point of view, we'll be ready to help. So again, finally, I'm thanking all of you, and Madam Ha also. I have met them at their office. Very nice, beautiful three ladies. And I also must compliment Ms. Dharti ma'am for taking this pain, and also President Madam Janabi Phukan for taking out his time to address this meeting. So I hope this will continue and our relation will be more strengthened in coming days. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir, so much. Janabi Phukan is the 37th president of FLO, the women's wing of FICCI. She is the first president of FLO from Northeast India. Passionate about women's empowerment, Janabi strongly advocates and tirelessly works towards building sustainable livelihoods for women's economic upliftment. She is an entrepreneur and co-founder of two National Tourism Award-winning companies. Her companies are in travel and tourism, long-distance river cruising, hospitality, tea, and textiles, all of which touch women's lives and livelihood. I would now request Janabi to give her address, and we will be posting her translated speech in the chat box. Janabi, over to you.
Thank you, Dharitri. His Excellency, Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, Madame Zoom, Madame Ha, Madame Lien, and women entrepreneurs from India and Vietnam. Very good afternoon and namaste from India. Thank you very much all for joining us today. Your Excellency, thank you for your address and for all the support we have received from your office in coordinating and organizing this consultation. It would not have been possible without your active support. Now, FLOW is the women's wing of FICCI, and it's one of the oldest women chamber of commerce in South Asia. Our work has been focused on building the right ecosystem and enabling environment for the women entrepreneurs, women professionals, and women who intend to enter the workforce. I'm glad to be hosting the third in this series of our global W7 consultations after conducting the first round of discussions with women entrepreneurs of Myanmar and the Netherlands. W7, or the Women of 7 Regions, is envisaged as a global shared learning platform for women entrepreneurs across the globe for trade and economic cooperation. We intend, through this first round of consultation with Vietnam, to launch our partnership to explore areas of mutual interest to women entrepreneurs of our country and yours in Vietnam. Republic of India and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam enjoys a strong bilateral ties and diplomatic ties since 1972. India was granted most favored nation status to Vietnam way back in 1975. In 1992, India and Vietnam had established extensive economic ties, including oil exploration, agriculture, and manufacturing. The relation between the two countries, especially defense ties, benefited extensively from India's Act East policy. From $200 million in the year 2000, bilateral trade between India and Vietnam has seen a steady growth over the years, and now it's reached $12.34 billion US. The free trade agreement was ratified on June 8th and will ensure zero duty trade on 99% of products. Vietnam's leadership of ASEAN may make it easier for India and ASEAN to cooperate more on regional security issues. According to Vietnam's Foreign Policy Agency, as of June 2020, India has 278 valid projects with a total invested capital of $887.27 million, ranking 26th among countries and territories investing in Vietnam. I'm sure that all of us here would agree that deepening synergies and enhancing the collaboration between our two countries is the most crucial need of the hour. Women constitute 49% of our population of 1.3 billion, and women constitute 50.08% in Vietnam. Studies suggest that countries which have a proportionately higher percentage of women sorry if I missed that bit, the studies have suggested that countries which have a proportionately higher percentage of women entrepreneurs, they seem to develop faster than countries which have a lower percentage of them. And women entrepreneurs in the world, and Vietnam in particularly, must mention that they are creative, they are active, and they are self-confident women. They are facing a lot of gender constraints, but the spirit of the Vietnamese women entrepreneurs is highly appreciated since the Vietnam policy reforms took place. Both India and Vietnam have worked towards accelerating women's participation in the process of economic development by promoting entrepreneurship and professional excellence. I do believe that we have common challenges, that women's potential in the labor market still remains significantly untapped. Envisaging the potential in India-Vietnam relations, our role as business chambers have huge significance. It is important and vital that we explore the possibilities of working jointly together for the goal of women's empowerment and economic empowerment to start with. So the mission of HAWI states that connecting and enhancing the influence of female entrepreneurs to the community through the development of leadership thinking, image, and inner strength. And similarly, FLOW plays an active role as an enabler of women's empowerment through entrepreneurship development, and professional excellence. So that is how we formed this network of interaction, both between Howie and Flow. We started in 2016 when our first delegation of 15 members from Howie had interacted with Flow at our office in New Delhi. It's an honor to partner with Howie Ho Chi Minh City Businesswomen Association, which is this business chamber with similar mandate as Flow, and we look to enhance the synergies between our two countries and of connecting our women entrepreneurs together. So let me give you a brief presentation about Flow for the benefit of the women from Vietnam today. So may I request IT?
Janvi, will be live.
Yes. Is the slide playing? Yes. Okay. So next slide, please. Yes. So this is when we've spoken. Thank you. Yes. So this is what we've spoken about. My mission has been to work towards sustainable practices and livelihood for women's economic empowerment, because we believe that will lead to an equitable society. Next, please. And so all our initiatives are aligned to the Sustainable Development Goals. Next, please. My mission has been to work on sustainable livelihood, because we think that only can create the goods and services needed in any community, and women are given the dignity and the self-esteem to the worker, and leads to more. And if you empower the women, you really empower the community, as we all know. Next. So Flow works at the 3 levels of grassroots, middle level, and senior level throughout our 17 chapters in India with 8,000 members there. Next. So these are the sectors I wanted to mention briefly that all our members are involved with throughout the country: fashion, handloom, handicraft, handloom and textiles, tourism, hospitality, education and training, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, and infrastructure. Next, please. I'd like to run you through the initiatives that we have at Flow. We have the mentorship cell, the incubation cell, the 3 Cs, the village adoption, livelihoods, the women of 7 regions, and policy and advocacy. I will run you through that briefly. Next. So these are the partners we work with at Flow, through NGOs, through private foundations, with the government, with academic institutions, with corporates. Next, please. This is a Flow mentoring cell. This is within our members. And with the large membership base that we have, we work on one-to-one training and one-to-one membership programs, which has been very useful to foster entrepreneurship. Next, please. This is a Flow, the incubation cell. The next step from mentorship has been the incubation. And here we connected them to more organizations across the country, such as the Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship, of IITs, the IITs and the IIMs of our country. They all have come together to be our incubation centers. Next, please. So this is the Flow 3 Cs we wanted to run you past. It is called, the 3 Cs stand for competency, capacity, and confidence building through life skills and technical education, where we try to equip women with knowledge and qualities so that they can apply it to real life and to help overcome their inner, instill better self-confidence of them and boost their morale to take it forward. Next, please. So these are the various levels we work on: the life skills that we've mentioned, employment and enterprise-oriented skill development, because just skilling is not enough. First, we build their self-esteem, then we give them the confidence, so then they can go forward for skilling, and then they can do the livelihood generation. End of the day, it must end in livelihood. Next, please. So these are the various methods we work with the Adopt an ITI. The AITIP stands for Adopting the Industrial Training Institutes. We work with private foundations such as Sleepwell and with other agencies. Next, please. So when we work at the village adoption, at the rural level, this is an integrated village development, help with various programs like the water, health, sanitation, to give them skill development so that they can get jobs in every sector. For instance, the tourism sector. They can become nano entrepreneurs. We're looking for child-friendly village organizations where women are involved in raising their children, raising communities. We provide financial linkages. We mentor nano entrepreneurs. We leverage the government resources. These are to create a holistic development of each village that we take up throughout our 17 chapters. It is an attempt from us to work and do meaningful work. Next, please. So when we're talking about sustainable livelihood, I'd like to say here that we've signed an MOU, but this is a Netherlands-based company. They've worked in India since 2007, and they have worked in sustainable livelihood for women at grassroots. So our job in Flow is to connect the dots, and these are our implementing partners. Next, please. And this is when we like to talk about the W7, the main reason why we are here today, but we wanted you to get a holistic picture of what we do. These are the objectives: to increase the demand for goods and services, to create the platform to increase trade, to support and initiate and improve efforts to integrate women vendors into the global value chains, to build the capacity of the trade support institutions, and to raise the awareness of the policymakers of the potential of the women entrepreneurs, and raise awareness of the related trade barriers that hamper our participation in the international trade. Next, please. And then finally, this is us at Flow. That's our Federation House, but we hope you will all visit us someday in the physical form. But I'm here working from the northeast of India. My day chair is in the east coast of Orissa, and the rest of our countrymen are all over the country today watching. So that is one of the benefits, I would say, of the new normal that we are in. Thank you.
I would request Janavi to felicitate the Consul General.
Yes. Yeah, I have the. So we have a virtual memento for you. I'd request IT to please play the memento. Since we are all in different parts of the country today, but we're still getting together. So this is for my Excellency, Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi. Thank you very much, sir, from all of us at Flow.
Thank you, Janavi. Now I would request our partners, Harvey, to present. Before that, I would like to introduce the team from Harvey. Madam Zoom is the president of Harvey. She's a prestigious woman entrepreneur and has great influence on the entrepreneur community in Ho Chi Minh City. She was a co-founder of the Young Business Association of HCMC from 1994, the Association of High Quality Vietnamese Goods, Saigon Times Foundation, leading business club, member of the Executive Board of Vietnam Gold Traders Association, the sponsoring Association for Poor Patients of Ho Chi Minh City. Madam Zoom also serves as the Vice President of the Vietnam Association of Women Entrepreneurs. She has contributed positively to the activities of women entrepreneurs nationwide. Since 2015, she's the President of Harvey. And thank you, Madam Zoom. I know she's very busy and she has another meeting which she has to attend, a large conference of CEOs in Vietnam. Thanks for your time. And I'll just briefly introduce Madam Ha. She's the Vice President cum General Secretary of Harvey. Madam Ha has many years of experience in import and export business, as well as banking in Vietnam. She is also one of the founders of Harvey and is in charge of setting up the office, strategies and action plans for the first term. And she currently oversees all activities of Harvey office, besides serving as a member of Living Values Education International, lead trainer and coordinator of Living Value Education activities in Vietnam. She's also a certified life health coach and a facilitator of Ozen Meditation Group. She has great enthusiasm for developing private sector, especially SMEs in Vietnam. She has been an active member of the Young Business Association of Ho Chi Minh City since 1994 and served as vice chair during 1999 and 2001, board member come office manager before getting a Fulbright scholarship for an MBA degree in the US. She was one who designed and initiated the transition of the Young Business Association from club-like activities towards a professional organization under the support of the Confederation of Danish Industries. Next, we have with us Madam Lien. She's a board member of PNG and the chairwoman of CAF. Before that, she was general manager franchisee of Vien Beverages and PepsiCo, and senior vice president of marketing of Suntory PepsiCo Vietnam Beverage Company, the leading beverages company in Vietnam. Being with PepsiCo and Suntory PepsiCo Vietnam since last 12 years, she has been instrumental for the success and leadership of the brands across the portfolio of Suntory PepsiCo today. With over 20 years of experience in marketing and an in-depth understanding of FMCG market, from hair care to dairy, skin care and to beverages, from pure branding to innovation, Lien has been with the top FMCG firms in Vietnam, such as LG, Dutch Lady, Unilever, and Suntory PepsiCo. As a passionate person with diverse experience in marketing and a talent developer, Lien is truly a marketer and a leader. She is now the vice president of Harvey and also the vice president of Vietnam Marketing Association. Sports, youth development programs. To Madam Zoom for her address.
Hi everybody. Good afternoon. May I need the translator help me? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Chào ông Madam Tổng lãnh sự nước Ấn Độ tại thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Chào Madam Janabi, chủ tịch FPO. Chào bà Fariti. Tôi rất là hân hạnh trong được có một khoảng thời gian rất là ngắn để mà join với quý vị trong cái buổi chiều hôm nay.
First of all, my dear Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, Consul General of India in Ho Chi Minh City, dear Madam Janabi Pukant, President of FLO, and this honor of the enterprise, women enterprise from Hawi and FLO. It is my honor to attend today's webinar and sharing some speech.
Trước tôi rất là cảm ơn ngài Tổng lãnh sự đã sắp xếp cho chúng tôi có kết nối với FLO trong cái chương trình này, và có lẽ là trong tương lai sẽ có mở ra cho chúng tôi nhiều cơ hội để cùng hợp tác với lại FLO. Và chúng tôi vì thời gian không có nhiều cho nên tôi về phần mà giới thiệu của công ty của Hawi thì có lẽ lát nữa Madam Hà sẽ nói nhiều hơn về cái rõ hơn về cái tổ chức của chúng tôi.
And first of all, we want to thank Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, the Consul General of India in Ho Chi Minh City, for creating a favorite condition to connect to Women Enterprise Association in India and Vietnam. And we hope that through this webinar, we will open more opportunity for us to have more interaction with each other in the future. And for the presentation introduction about Hawi, my private assistant, Mr. Ha, will follow up later.
Tổ chức chúng tôi được hình thành đến hôm nay là năm thứ 6. Thì trong những năm vừa qua thì chúng tôi cũng đã có một cái sự gắn bó rất là mật thiết với lại các doanh nghiệp của Ấn Độ thông qua sự giúp đỡ của Madam Mohan Sethi là tổng lãnh sự trong nhiệm kỳ trước, trong những nhiệm kỳ trước, và chúng tôi cũng đã có những cử đoàn đến Ấn Độ để mà có sự kết nối. Và sự kết nối thì qua cái giới thiệu của bà chủ tịch FPO lúc nãy thì tôi thấy rằng là một cái tổ chức rất là mà chúng tôi cần phải học hỏi rất là nhiều trong những cái chương trình mà bà đã giới thiệu, mà thì đặc biệt là trong cái vấn đề mà tổ chức của bà đã quan tâm đến đầu tiên hết, đó là sự phát triển bền vững của doanh nghiệp theo cái tiêu chuẩn của Liên Hợp Quốc. Thì ở đây ở trong Việt Nam và trong Hawi chúng tôi cũng đã triển khai và chúng tôi cũng đang đi theo cái giá trị đó.
And through the connection by Consulate General of India in Ho Chi Minh City in recent year, we have an opportunity to connect with many association in India, including FLO. And we have also spent a visit to India. Also, that's from the remarks of FLO President, Ms. Janabi, we have a lot of things that we need to learn and develop for us, especially the Sustainable Development Program. And we try to adapting it in Vietnam, and we can have our membership to get the target.
Về cái phát triển bền vững thì tôi cũng có thể là tự hào share với quý vị rằng công ty chúng tôi, tập đoàn chúng tôi là công ty đã vừa rồi được đánh giá là một cái công ty có hàng xuất sắc nhất trong khu vực châu Á Thái Bình Dương của ngành kim hoàn, và chúng tôi là một doanh nghiệp mà đã đạt được giải thưởng về sự báo cáo về phát triển bền vững trong năm 2019.
And I have my honor to announce that my business have some awards in the Pacific and Indian Ocean area in the jewelry sector.
Hình như em dịch không hết à?
Dạ.
Em dịch không hết.
Dạ, em dịch
dịch thêm cái phần của P&J nữa Thành.
Vâng.
Her
liên quan đến cái phát triển bền vững hả em?
Yeah. And her business
tức là chúng tôi rất tự hào, chúng tôi là doanh nghiệp Việt Nam mà đã được giải thưởng của khu vực châu Á về cái báo cáo phát triển bền vững.
Tan, you need to unmute yourself.
Hi, sorry for disconnecting. So in 2019, our business have been awarded in Asia as one of the most as the sustainable development achievable in 2019 P&G in jewelry sector.
Và chúng tôi trong về quan hệ quốc gia thì giữa Ấn Độ và Việt Nam thì có rất nhiều cái về lịch sử, có rất nhiều mối quan hệ gắn kết, và tôi nghĩ rằng trong thương mại thì trong những năm gần đây đã có những cái bước tiến rất là cao về cái quan hệ hợp tác thương mại giữa Việt Nam và Ấn Độ. Thì chúng tôi hy vọng rằng trong cái mối quan hệ được kết nối này thì các doanh nhân của chúng tôi sẽ có cơ hội nhiều hơn trong cái việc mà sẽ mở rộng các hoạt động giao thương với lại các doanh nghiệp của Ấn Độ.
And India and Vietnam, both countries have shared a really close relationship through the history. And in recent years, our bilateral trade has developing gradually. And we hope that through today's webinar and also upcoming events, our interaction, our relationship between our member and FO member can be developed in the new level.
Xin lỗi quý vị, thì vì tôi phải vào để mà phát biểu chính trong cái hội nghị sắp tới, cho nên cũng không có thể có nhiều thời gian để trao đổi nhiều. Thì hai member của chúng tôi là Madam Hà và Madam Liên sẽ trao đổi quý vị nhiều hơn. Nhất là tôi nghĩ rằng đã thảo luận thêm để cho giới thiệu cho quý vị hiểu thêm về Huawei, cũng như những vấn đề mà sắp tới chúng tôi sẽ kết nối với FLO như thế nào. Đồng thời những vấn đề mà chúng tôi ghi nhận học hỏi được trong cái buổi hôm nay.
And my apology that I have to address another event. So my colleague Ms. Ha and Ms. Ling will introduce you more about Huawei, what we are doing, and also we are looking for more cooperation with FLO, and we can learn from each other, and we can share the experience to have the women's enterprises.
So thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Shall we put up the slides now? Anshu, can you please put up the slides?
Ơn chị Dung, thank you chị. Bye chị.
Trễ giờ quá rồi.
Dạ chị off.
Chị Dung. Good afternoon, everyone, and namaskar and namaste to Indian friends. Dear Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi and dear Madam Janabi Phukan, And all Indian friends, may I request your kind permission to skip all the addressing of the title and position and go straight to the presentation of Hawi. We established in 2015 is quite young compared to the history of FLO, but I can proudly say that Hawi is one of, if not the strongest association for women executive and entrepreneurs in Vietnam. Next slide, please. Yes, continue. So you can see from our mission, and we embrace both women executive and women entrepreneurs because we find the opportunity to leverage the expertise, the wisdom, and the knowledge of both sides to inspire and to empower each other. And our unique slogan is listening and sharing with positiveness and joyfulness. And we have the 3 core values as you see on the slide. Next, please. From our structure, you can see that we have the General Assembly, and under President as Madame Dung, we have 6 Vice Presidents in charge of 6 different areas of Hawi activity. We have strategic planning and leadership program, mostly for the training and empowering of members. We have the social activity, finance, administration of Hawi's office, which I am in charge of, foreign affairs and communication, which Madame Lien is in charge of. We have trade promotion for the member, and the person in charge is Madame Tuyết Mai, who is on this meeting as well. And we also have another slide. Okay. Yes. So next, please. Okay, you can see that we have 268 individual member. Let's see. By the end of August, this year, and 5 collective members, which are a woman business club at the district level, and underneath of these 5 clubs is about more than 200 women entrepreneurs. We also have liaison members from different and nearby provinces who are very interested in joining Hawi activity. And from this pie chart, you can see that our member range from different industry. And the biggest part could be education and training, F&B and consumer goods, apparel, textile, garment, footwear. We have agriculture, forestry, and fishery. Advertising and media is also a big part. And the member is ranging from small business with around less than 10 employees in their office up to very big company like P&J and company with 10,000 of people in their payroll list. Next, please. So for the domestic network, we have a close relationship with a big association in Ho Chi Minh City, but especially is a very close tie with 25 businesswomen association in different provinces in Vietnam. And I think at this point, we can quite leverage this in our cooperation later on. Next, please. Yes, please. So for international network, you can see we engage and have a visit with the IWFCI. I think it's around 12 countries, and Global Women Summit last year in Switzerland, with Canada, Philippines, with the sub-Mekong region, including China, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam, and of course, India, which we always want to strengthen our relationship with you. Next, please. Yes, please. So from here, you can see a couple of our partnership and project involved, including enhancing the trade capacity and also promoting women entrepreneurship by different institutes, including the Netherlands at the beginning of this year, and also on trade facilitation, and also on sustainable development and women empowerment, gender equality to digital 4.0, and also with the consulate general of a different country. Next, please. So I want to focus more on Hawi activity. So you can see that over 5 years, we have organized and co-organized 114 programs with almost 14,000 participants. And our key flagship event quarterly, including March International Forum with international guest speaker, Family Day in June, and October business matching for this year because of COVID-19. This big event is postponed to December, and Madame Tuyết Mai is the one who handling it. And I hope that from this dialogue, we can open the discussion and understand more about each other, showing the same interest and trust. Trust is found is a lot of opportunity for us to open for business matching, also cooperation opportunity later on. We have quite a lot of regularly monthly activity that even our member complain that they have so many interests on Hawi activity, but they couldn't have enough time to join us. For Hawi Talk, we have members to share their own experience, their expertise, and so that to inspire and empower each other. For Hawi clubs, we have 6 clubs according to member interest. Toastmaster Club, many of our members from district level, they are quite shy, even though they are strong business women. So the club is a chance for them to practice English and also practice presentation skill. We have mentoring club, the same as FLO, and we also partnership with Cherry Blair Foundation for the mentoring program. We have Living Green. You can see that is on environment. We have 30+ club for younger member who are more dynamic and more activity. And we also have some club on interest of members, just like lifestyle and travel experiencing. Next, please. So I think that for the membership support, there is quite a lot of things that we can discuss and share and learn from each other. Hawi is a learning organization, and I see that there is opportunity for us to exchange the topic, exchange speaker and expertise, so that we can support each other on our activity. Social activity, beside charity activity, we started 5 projects in 2018, and you can see from the photo here, we have built houses for poor family, given water tank for flood and a dryness region. We also support poor disadvantaged women to grow lemongrass, global ginseng, raise pig, raise hens, and especially one big project to support the people in one of the islands in central of Vietnam for sustainable homestay tourism business. So from Madame Danabi presentation of flow activity, I think that you have done a lot of program, which is quite impressive, and I think that we can learn a lot, just like a transformational life skill, village adoption program, just naming a few. So, and I think that is quite a a great opportunity for us to learn and just like to work together. And for this meeting, I think we have at least 18 members present in this meeting, and many of them is from pharmaceutical, food and beverage, who show the interest in networking with Flow member. You can see that there is one man, maybe in the screen, he is the son of one of our member in rice industry, but her English is not enough, so that she need the help of his son. That's why we can see one more man beside two our gentlemen in this screen. So I think I just make it short for this presentation and just give the floor for our further discussion. Thank you all for your listening.
Thank you, Madam Ha. Is Lien, are you going to speak, or we will get into the question answers?
No, I think we just go ahead with the question, because we will have only 15 minutes left for the crown, right? So
Before we go, thank you very much, Madam Ha and Lien, for this beautiful presentation and a lot of areas of collaboration and mutual interest for Flo and Havi. Before we go into the question answer session, I would request IT to present mementos to our partners. This is a virtual memento. Anshu? Yeah. And once we meet, maybe Janavi will hand over these mementos. Yeah, thank you.
On behalf of Madam Jung, we just want to say thank you for this memento.
Yeah,
very nice and very welcome.
Yeah. Yes. Anshu, please share all the mementos, did you? Yeah, understood.
Thank you.
And Lien's, please. And the other one, please.
Thank you, Raruchi. Very nice, thank you.
Thank you. So we have a few questions. The first question is from Bindu Shastri. She heads our national mentorship cell, and Bindu has a question.
Thank you, Dharitri. Greetings to everybody, and thank you, Janavi, for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Dr. Sethi, for the wonderful address. You know, it has opened up so many avenues, and I'm so excited, I can't tell you. And this is on behalf of all the entrepreneurs, you know, who are part of the mentoring cell and also incubation cell. We're excited at the possibility of, you know, the collaborations. So I was just messaging Dr. Sethi, and my question to you is, there are two parts to it. One is, I know that Havi, there are mentoring initiatives, so we would like to collaborate with respect to that for both mentors and mentees, because we have solid programs in India, you know, for both mentors and mentees, and we would like to, you know, cross-learn and also benefit from each other. So that is the first one. And if you could guide us on how we connect and take it forward, I'm very excited about the opportunity. That is one. And secondly, you know, Asia is the IT hub, and the entire world is looking at us, and we are buzzing with activity, whether it's in Vietnam or India. So I would like to also look at collaborations where IT can be an enabler for businesses, especially women entrepreneurs, because I believe that from what we have learned so far, they are at a disadvantage because most may not be tech savvy, and language may also be a barrier. So we like to help out and see how best, you know, the leveling can happen and these businesses can come online. So if you could guide us on the path forward, then I think, you know, sky is the limit. Thank you so much.
Liên trả lời không?
Yeah. So thank you very much for your two questions. And the first one on the Hawi mentoring program. We are at Hawi actually very happy that you in India have the same right kind of program, and of course we are very happy to have further collaboration and then between Indian and Hawi and our members. So I think for sure we will keep up, and then we'll share with each other how we're going to do for this kind of collaboration. Yeah. And also for the second question, you mentioned about the IT hub, and you're keen to collaborate with the business that can be IT as an enabler for business. I just want to understand a little bit more is your the business that supply the IT sourcing, or what kind of IT that can be, you know, a little bit more specific so that, you know, people can get a better understanding.
Definitely. So I think we could take this discussion online in the interest of time. So I can give you the entire 9 yards about what exactly we talk about when we say IT. Is it on the product side, services side, cyber security, could be anything. So you know, if you could put that in the chat box, I'll be very happy to connect with you and then, you know, explain the entire thing.
Next question is from Namrata Chahal. Namrata, your question, please.
Good afternoon. I wanted to know, why is it that Vietnamese tourists are not coming to India much, and how can we increase the footfall?
Cái này chị trả lời cho Celine ha.
Chị nói đi chị.
Just I like to add something more for Bindu first. Is for the mentoring. We do the mentor amongst members. We mentor also startup women outside of Hawi. We mentor women student from at the like a fourth year of university. So it's just like an even daughter or sister of our member as well. And we also experience in mentoring outbound with Cherry Black Foundation. So I think there is quite a chance for us to do it online, just like the formula of Cherry Black Foundation, so that each other can learn a lot. I think that's one thing. And for IT, frankly speaking, is one of the weakness of many of our members at the district level. And but maybe with the vast and we are not IT tech saving at home. So we need to understand, just like Lian said, we need to understand more about the product and service that you can provide. And then definitely we can do together based on, because when we understand and have the same trust, the same interest, trust is found. And then it's a very strong foundation for us to start doing business or cooperation. And back to Namrita question. In fact, I think that I am among the very rare people that travel to many parts of India. so far, I think the main part of the reason now a lot of Vietnamese people coming to India for the triangle or just for Buddhism purpose. So that just like to either Dharamsala or the for reason of Buddhism, and I think that you need to, especially also the CG, the embassy, also need to do more on advertise or PR about the beautiful and different thing of India that will now young people in Vietnam, they travel a lot. So I think it's a great opportunity to do it. And one of the, maybe some, it's just like a culture, maybe some kind of Indian food. I love it very much, but maybe it's not quite suitable with Vietnamese taste. So I think this is one of the reasons. Normally we come and choose just like Thai cuisine or people Chinese cuisine. So I think that if we have a subject like a buffet, you can offer different choice. And then later on, when they love more India and they will love the taste more, and they have the chance to just like feel like India more. but I strongly believe that India have a lot of potential to travel. Even our member in 2016, when they just visit Mumbai, Delhi, and some other provinces, it's not in my mind right now. They love shopping a lot, and they also love to buy all the souvenir and different thing in India. And I think it's quite a strong advantage for you.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much. That was like a lot of pointers, and we have our president of Flow, who's into she owns 2 award-winning tourism companies. So I think we will all take this advice and feedback into consideration. And
I forget one point. Is spa treatment, Ayurvedic treatment.
Yes.
It's how treatment is one of very strong point that you can leverage.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you very, very much. Now,
So,
I'm sure many members will be writing down their notes, how to make it more attractive to Vietnamese tourists. Definitely. Sorry, you wanted to say something.
You can make cooperate with some of Hagwee member to establish some like a kind of a spa Indian treatment in Vietnam. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just a few ideas to throw in.
Very good, thanks. I think the next question is to CG. Your Excellency, one of my colleagues, the chapter chair of Lucknow, she is not available here, but she had sent a question. Wanted to know how is the ease of business for Indian business women or businessmen in Vietnam, and is it easy to invest and do business in Vietnam for Indian citizens?
So first of all, I must tell you, Vietnam is receiving lots of investment. Okay, and we are at 26 number. That means there are 25 countries more above us who have invested. And I can tell you one time, once you visit the Vietnam or the cities, because in the last 3 months I have visited almost 6 to 7 of their provinces, and I can't criticize India because anyway we are very large, very big. But the way the city has been planned, just imagine every city you will get 5-star hotels, 4-star hotels for every category of people. And the cities who are very close to the sea coast have been developed like anything, literally. We have also long coast, but we have not developed. Vietnam only 1800 kilometer long coast, but we have more than that actually, but we have never developed properly. So the hospitality industry has been promoted like anything. And about the investment part, I must tell you, this country is still yet considered as very good ease of doing business, and lots of investments are coming. Even if during this COVID crisis also, they have got more than 22 billion business. And from India also, I think we have invested 15 million business in 3 sectors. Very recently, I met one Indian company by the name of Hem Satia. So they're into rice bran production, oil production. They just set up in a province which is under my jurisdiction for 14 million. And I was discussing with the lady CEO, actually, very young Surabhi. And Surabhi was telling that, no, sir, I took all of my decisions consciously. Then after we entered into this year. And her point was also very clear. They got all kinds of support here. So, but what the point I want to mention that definitely, that's my common sense also, that Ho Chi Minh City is a playground for lots of foreign players, definitely. If you don't take, then others will take. So after that, we don't have to grieve actually. And unfortunate part is that we are just 4 hours flight from Ho Chi Minh City or Vietnam. We have not invested a lot. And this country, which has gone for more than 12 or 11 free trade agreements, even being a small country, so they understand their potential also very well. And the best part of this country, you'll get a fantastic work ethics. I have talked to so many Indians. Wipro, last week I visited Wipro and Godrej factory. They told me that in India, if you give a worker a new machine, he cannot work. He'll tell, no, I need some kind of training to start running this machine. But in Vietnam, you give any complicated machine, the worker after some time will get adjusted. Definitely, one point I can tell you, the salary structure or the wage salary is going a little bit off actually. So almost average, you can tell it $150, and which is definitely lower in India. But that we are lower because we are not following the government sanctioned wage rate. So otherwise, this country will be very good for people. My personal experience in the 3 months, food production, seafood production, even in infrastructures and textile also, and even in plastic, rubber. Here you get the raw materials also here, and even in banking, service sector also very important because almost all the CEOs of top companies, either foreign banks or their own banks, all are Indians. Again, I'm telling you. So it's not like that. In comparison to other countries, definitely I can rate Vietnam better than Myanmar or any other country.
Thank you, sir, for your response. Yeah, Lien, or Madam Ha, any questions from our Vietnamese friends, or we can go to the concluding remarks? No?
Yeah, may I have just like a short introduction, because our member here are those who quite interested in India. So let me see. Yes, we have on the screen Miss Ling Chi in a pharmaceutical industry. We have 2 companies in pharmaceutical. We have several companies in food and beverage, including Cam Nhi Tea. I heard that they already exported a little bit of tea to India, and we have rice. We have just like some specialty of food and beverage in Vietnam, and also import and export in food industry, who interested in maybe some fruit and also a dairy product. And because it's just like a first meeting, I think that if we know more about the profile and interest of a member of both sides, and we can do more, especially in the first week of December, we will have a big event on business matching. I'm not sure Madame Thuyết Mai can speak something about it, and then maybe it's a chance we can do some online matching. I just like to hear from Madame Thuyết Mai and then Xuân Liên before we can conclude for this meeting.
So actually, as we are arranging this webinar, we agreed that let's listen to each other, let's get to know each other first, and then we will do the business matching in December. So for your information, in December, we will have a very big event from Hawaii that Madame Thuyết Mai, our Vice President, is leading it. We will be very happy to share with you the details. And I think that, Daritri, if you think, this is a great opportunity also, if the members from Flow can have some information from us, and then, two sides can have some further exploration for collaboration. And I think, it could be great that we can start in December too on our event.
Absolutely, we'll do that. I think already Jahnavi has started the process. We are collecting all the members' information and data, and as soon as we compile those, we will be able to do the matching. Sectorally, we can send it out who all are interested, and then we can have the second roundtable or the business.
Yeah, I think it should be good on that side.
Yes, that would be very good. Thank you so much. I would now.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can you please stop sharing the screen? I would now request Jahnavi Phukon to give her concluding remarks.
Daritri, there's a raised hand here. Have we addressed her in the chat?
I'm unable to see.
Is that addressed?
Who's it? I can't see any raised hands.
Raised hand, or maybe this photo.
Mình ở screen lên đi ạ, để cho chụp hình ạ.
Mọi người ơi, mình mở màn hình lên đi ạ.
Done?
Yeah.
No questions? Okay. So, time is short, but this has been such an interesting meet, ladies. There's so much we can do together when we set our minds to it. We look at all the common interests, and of course, your country needs a special mention from us. My daughter was there as a volunteer in Hanoi, teaching English, and that's where she met her husband, who's an Australian, and they all have very fond memories of what they want to go back and work in Vietnam. The volunteer tourism that you all propagate, very important for us to do in India. Buddhism circuit that you spoke about, where I come from in the Northeast, Arunachal Pradesh, which is the Tawang Monastery, largest. We must have you all visit that when things open up. I must tell you that in the beginning of my term this year, when we have to announce the international delegations, and your country was always on my mind. But now with pandemic, we don't know what will happen. So when I demit office in April next year, it was before that we would have planned that delegation. Let us see what 2021 holds for us. In the meantime, in this new normal, let us work together, ladies. And we want to say that this business matching is really it's up our street. I don't think we should lose much time. Pharmaceuticals, the food and beverages you spoke about, and all the other, the culture, cuisine, Ayurvedic treatment, we are all proficient in that, and so is your country. So I can see a lot of interest. Food processing, agribusinesses, sustainable work, which we are very passionate about, and giving women sustainable livelihoods. That's exactly what your country is about. And so is ours, where I come from in the Northeast especially. So we look forward to that. Let us not lose further time and look for the next round of talks, where we can have the business matching, where we can have this MOU signed for W7. And with that, I would like to thank His Excellency, Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, for making this possible, and Howie. And we want to say that it's been very enriching and informative to listen to the potential and the opportunities for the business collaboration. This has ushered in a new dimension between India and Vietnam relations. We are forming a strategic link among our women, and it's a step forward. And with this active support of the Consulate of India and Vietnam and Howie, we can create that roadmap, and let us do it soon. Time doesn't wait for anybody, and in this new normal and let us take advantage of this new normal and go forward. With that, thank you very much, and look forward to an actionable work on the ground. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, very nice to see you all, and let's keep in touch.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I think that thank you again, Sir Madan.
Yes, Madam Ha.
Yeah.
And let us take the next forward together, and we'll look for her. That train all my members. I can see there's been a lot of talk on the chat, and they are finding a lot of common interests. So that's very exciting for all of us. So I know we can do this together. Let's go for it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Namaste.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.